I want to introduce you to another bridge legend. This was my favorite description I'd found of him. He is young, he is brilliant, he is French, and he used to be good looking. I am talking about Thomas Bessis. Born in 1984, Thomas Bessis was destined to leave his mark on the world of bridge, but like any great journey, he didn't start right at the top. And I think this is an important lesson that's applicable to like all bridge players. Often I see people these days, oh, I can't go up there, I can't play up that field, I'm gonna get beaten up. But Thomas' story really illustrates that he put himself out there and constantly tried and improved and improved. He first played in a World Open Teams event back in 2002, and he finished in 145th place. Far from a promising start, but for Thomas, this was just the beginning. The following years were filled with countless tournaments, each one sharpening his skills, preparing him for the moment where he could finally break through. Slowly, but surely, Thomas was climbing the ranks. He placed 66th in the European Transnational in 2005, and then coming 32nd in a World Transnational later that same year. Thomas was learning fast. In 26, he placed 33rd in a World Open Teams Championship, edging ever closer, and his persistence was about to pay off. In just 1 year later, 2007, would be the year that Thomas Bessis would truly announce his arrival on a global stage. That year, Thomas won not one, but two prestigious titles. He won the European Transnational Open Teams and he won the World Transnational Open Teams. After 5 years of climbing that ladder, he had finally reached the top. From 145th place in a World Championship to number one in just 5 years. I think not enough bridge players realize that before you can get to these levels, you put yourself out there, you go into these tough tournaments, you get smacked down, but you learn, you go away and you try and try again. I reckon Thomas' story is great for this. It's not just he jumped on the scene and he was setting it on fire, winning event after event. But you can see each year he was making progress and progress and progress. And he made astounding progress going from 145th to first. That is like such a dramatic increase over that period. Thomas' dedication to the game and unrelenting passion had paid off. But this was just the beginning of his legendary career. So by 2013, Thomas was widely regarded as like the biggest talent French bridge had ever seen. Despite his young age, he had already amassed more championships than many players do in a lifetime. He was a European champion, he was a world champion, but he was also known for his ability to win with any partner, a really rare skill in a game that thrives on chemistry and communication. And for this, Thomas had been honoured with the IBPA Personality of the Year award. So this prestigious award just isn't for the best player, but someone that's made a lasting impact on the bridge world. Thomas not only excelled as a player, but he's also done coaching and captaining and is even a journalist. His generosity, sportsmanship, and kindness also made him a true ambassador of the game. When he won this award, he had also won an award for Best Played Hand as a junior. And his reward for that was he got to have a game with Zia Mahmood. But he hasn't only played with bridge royalty, he has also played bridge with actual royalty. In 2013, at the prestigious Copenhagen Bridge Invitational, Thomas was once again demonstrating his mastery. He managed to finish second alongside his very own father. But what made this event truly unique was the Pro-Am portion of this, where Thomas played bridge with actual royalty. He played with Prince Henrik of Denmark. But while Thomas was making waves on the competitive scene, he was also playing a critical role behind the scenes. In 2010, rumors had started to spread about two rising Israeli stars, Lotan Fischer and Ron Schwartz, which eventuated in the big 2015 cheating scandal that Boya Brogland shined a big light on. But Thomas, known for his integrity and love for the game, began quietly taking notes on their suspicious behavior all the way back from 2010. Here's a testimonial that he posted. This came out about 2012, I believe. So Lotan has almost won everything in the last 2 years with his new partner, Ron Schwartz. It kind of surprises me, as I consider Ron Schwartz to be a pretty weak player, incredibly weak regarding all his recent great achievements. Then during the 2012 Cavendish, I played against them, as did everyone else, and something weird happened at the table. After Ron Schwartz showed a 20 to 22 no-trump hand, Lotan Fischer, vulnerable with 4 points past the 2 no-trump bid, not trying to get the game bonus, while he knew that his side had 24 to 26 high card points combined. His partner, of course, only had 20 points, and played so bad that he went down in 2 no-trumps while the rest of the field went down 1 in 3 no-trumps, sometimes even making. What was that bad play? Ron Schwartz had himself King 9 fourth in diamonds opposite Queen Jack 8 fourth, and he played the diamond suit with a low one from his hand to the dummy's jack, which held the trick, followed by the Queen of diamonds from dummy. This way, as there was no entry in dummy, he could not take Ace 10 fourth in either hand. I had Ace 10 fourth on his left, so he could have picked them up and made his contract easily. Of course, judging someone on this particular hand is not appropriate, but it is one example among many others. Right after the second board I played against them, I called the director to report what had happened on the board. I challenged him to find one single player in the room who had passed 2 no-trump bids showing 20 to 22 with Lotan's hand. So what does this prove? Firstly, Ron Schwartz is definitely not at the level of the rest of the field, so to see him winning this event as many other competitions is more than suspect to me. I deeply think that Fischer Schwartz help each other by indicating to their partner that they are minimum or maximum of the range they've showed. Otherwise, Lotan's pass is absolutely unexplainable. We actually are a whole community to think what I think. Right after my incident at the table against Ron and Lotan, many people, bridge players, came to me after they'd heard I'd called the director against Lotan. About 10 bridge stars immediately came to me and told me such things as, "Whatever happened, I am with you." Or, "Whatever happened, I think the same as you." Or, again, "If you need someone to punch him once and for all, I'm your man." I have no idea who would have said that, but that is just like... wow. Yeah. So Lotan and Ron ended up winning, but they got an incredibly high score. And then after this, the organizing team of the tournament has already decided to forbid them from play next year, as many top players complained about their presence there. This is quite a difficult position to take for the organizers, as there is officially nothing else than rumors. So it'd be quite big if a thing like that happens. Nothing is official yet, but investigations have started. So you might think, if all this is true, if it is so clear to everybody, why haven't they been caught yet? Discipline instances and ruling in our game are not made to catch cheaters quickly. The procedure is long, and in order to start an official investigation, you need to have real facts that bridge directors don't have. Bridge players lack intelligence in this field. Instead of calling the director anytime something seems suspect to them, they prefer to talk about the board with their friends and spread rumors, which have no legitimacy at all for directors, and which don't help catching the cheaters. This also explains why there are some other international players in the bridge world also suspected who are still playing at a high level. I actually cannot believe what I'm writing. Those two guys are still juniors, so very wrong, and they should be the light of our sport. People should be happy for them, happy to see that a new young generation is already at the top of the game and ready to fight against older ones. Yes, it should be like that, but the fact is nobody is happy. They are so young and already so much suspected. How is this possible? People usually like to be blind about this kind of problem and prefer to think that the other players are straight. It's so much easier and so much better to think this way. I'll finish this on a well-thought comparison. As with Lance Armstrong in cycling, everybody knew he had taken some illegal medicine. Winning 7 Tour de France in a row, coming back from a recovered cancer was just impossible without cheating. But it was so much more convenient to think he was straight and to consider him as a god. It is very natural to prefer dreaming, to see the world in pink. But believe me, the Fisher-Schwartz case is not pink at all. Just on a note about that, he talks about calling the director to report sort of unusual things. One thing that I want to emphasize here, that when you're playing bridge, if you see your opponents do something strange, yeah, you can call the director and just say, hey, I just want this recorded. You don't want to just put out a cheating accusation. It's very harsh to accuse someone of cheating just on one hand. Strange things can happen, but what you want to do is build like this body of evidence that these strange things keep happening and they keep succeeding as well. So don't just accuse people of cheating, but you can make directors take note and say, hey, this is what actually happened. So I just wanted to clarify that. But back to Thomas. He's also not only an excellent player, not only was he recording and taking notes and investigating into the cheating saga that happened, he's also a coach. He's started doing coaching of the USA 2 team. So in 2023, Thomas took on a new challenge, coaching the Team USA 2 at the World Championship in Marrakesh, Morocco, coaching legends like Zia Mahmood, who he had previously gotten to play with because of that hand he'd won as a junior. Thomas even shared a humorous glimpse into the life of a bridge coach, broke down his day and explained what he did. 7:33 a.m. My wife wakes up to go jogging in 153 degrees. I'm not coming today, sweetheart. Maybe tomorrow. 8:47, time to wake up and shower. 9:12, breakfast with the opponent's convention cards for the day. I highlight a couple of things in green. After all, I have to pretend to work a bit. 9:53, I look for my badge with the American flag. Still weird. 9:49, I get to the playing area. Always the same question. Where the hell is Zia's cushion? 9:55, we find Zia's cushion. Some woman had slept with it. 9:56, Zia wants to change half of the system and start sharing his ideas with Mech. Mech seems absolutely delighted. 10:17, back to the room. Clicking refresh, nothing. Refresh, nothing. Refresh, we won 13. 11:54, back to the playing area. 4 boards left in the closed room, 2 in the open room. I decide to wait in front of the open room. 12:03, 1-2 on board 15. Still, nobody's out. 12:06, I enter the open room and find out Brad and Joe are not there. How the hell did this happen? 12:07, I go in front of the closed room and wait there. 12:11, I check in the closed room. Mech and Zia are already gone. 12:16, I finally find everyone. We won comfortably, so nobody actually notices I wasn't there. Lunch with Zia by the pool. He gets some olives, signs a few autographs, sells a couple of books. The routine of a superstar. 1:06 p.m. Getting ready for the second match. Chip smiles, Marty walks, Brad laughs, all good. 1:12. Need to make copies of our convention card for the next days. Jan Martel tells me it's probably not that useful as we already have 17 different summaries of each pair's system, but I don't care. I brought my green highlighting pen for a goddamn reason, and I intend to use it. 3:18, time to compare. Win 8, win 12, win 13. Lose 4. Chip's mustache goes nuts. 3:21, Marty noticed this mustache madness and wants to go for a walk. 3:25, we've said bad things about 27 different bridge players. 3:27, Marty and I are lost. 3:38, here we go again. Have to take care of Mr. Mahmood's sensitive bottom. 4:21, feel I deserve to swim in the pool. 5:59, win 12, lose 5, win 19. Mech tells me I've been fantastic today. 6:03, Marty wants to go for a walk. Zia wants to go for a glass of wine. I find some lame excuse for Marty and join Zia. 7:22, here comes my most important task of the day. Pick the wine. I'm in an adventurous mood and go Moroccan. Zia approves. Phew. 8:52, back to the hotel. 9:43, paddle with Brink, Driver, and Joe. Joe breaks a couple of rackets, but at least it's not on Brad's head. 11:42, back to the room, quick shower, Netflix on. Irene falls asleep after 3 minutes, me after 7. What I loved there was Thomas showed that while the pressure of the competition is high, he never loses his sense of humor. But I want to take a moment to highlight one of the hands that really illustrates his excellent declarer play on this one. So here's a hand where East-West here at both tables managed to play 4 hearts in the 5-2 fit. So you got only 24 high card points, but you're sort of there or thereabouts for game. But what the issue is you don't have 9 quick tricks. And if the opponents get into clubs, you can hold up for a little bit, but then you're sort of out on your own. So here, Thomas was on Team Zaleski playing against Monaco. Here, Tor Helness also got to 4 hearts. The way he played it was he got the Jack of Clubs lead and then straight away played a heart to the Queen. And this dropped the Jack. So straight away, at this early point, he knows he's running into a bad heart split. He played a diamond up and then just started trying to score tricks. But when this second diamond got ruffed here, he ends up being a trick short. So they get into the spades, he ruffs again, cashed his ace of spades, and then after the diamond trick, they get ruffed and over-ruffed, ace of hearts, but only get 9 tricks. So how did Thomas handle this hand? So here, there's an awkward one where if I show you all the cards, it can still be really difficult to work out how to make. You got the same lead, Jack of Clubs, and they started unblocking as well. And now we're in a low heart. And here, if you just look from this perspective, we've got Ace, Queen, 10, 5th opposite Doubleton. And you could hope the King's on side, or you could hope the Jack's on side, and there's no real clues from the bidding yet. And usually, if you're going to take multiple finesses, often you want to do the deeper one first. So here, he put in the 10. At the other table, they played a heart to the Queen, and it dropped the Jack, and they still went off. Here, he played a heart to the 10, losing to the Singleton Jack, not discovering the bad break, and he still managed to make from this point. So they win the Jack, and they continue a club, which he roughs. Now, at this stage, you could be thinking, well, how about we hope hearts are 3-3 with the King on side, and then you could draw trumps and then maybe just lose 1 diamond. But here, missing just the Queen Jack, Thomas plays a diamond and overtakes here. With the Queen Jack both on side, this wins a trick. And now he plays another heart. And it's at this point he finally discovers the 5-1 break. He's ahead of the game, though, in that the diamonds, he managed to pick them up. Now he plays the 10 of diamonds, and here this gets covered, and they put the ace on, and here Laurier decides to discard. If you look at Laurier's hearts, he's got King 9-8, and he's going to win 2 heart tricks. It doesn't really matter if he trumps or not. So he just abandoned a spade at this point. Doesn't really matter either way. So here, Bessis trumped a club. He cashed his ace of hearts. And now he plays a low diamond and finesses. And what happens here is when they trump in and they exit a spade, he gets to win the king. And he plays his winning king of diamonds, which when North trumps in, now they have to lead a spade away. And Thomas plays low and gets to end play North here. So he misguessed the hearts, discovered the bad 5-1 trump break, but managed to pick up the diamond Queen Jack on side, being careful with his entries, overtaking the 7 initially. And then after that, end playing North to lead away from their honor in spades so that the 10 of spades gave him his 10th trick. Thomas Bessis's journey to greatness is a testament to hard work, passion and integrity. From his early days where he was a young player fighting for every win, to becoming the coach and captain and mentor, Thomas has proven time and again that greatness is not just about winning, it's about contributing to the game, protecting its integrity and inspiring the next generation. So thanks for joining us on this journey through the life of Thomas Bessis, a true bridge legend. If you liked this video, a great way to support me is to click that subscribe button. It's completely free, and you'll find out more content from the world of bridge and some of its greatest players. Thanks all for watching, and see ya.